Gurudev is glorifying Navadvipa-dhama. All glories to Advaita-acharya. Here, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, in the Mangala Charan, he is giving jai to all the devotees. He is glorifying the Dham, especially Nityananda Prabhu is the embodiment of the Dham. He is glorifying also the Navadvipa-bhasis. And all glories to the family of Mahaprabhu. So briefly he is telling the glories of Navadvipa-dhama. The glories of Navadvipa-dhama, they are unlimited. Not even Brahma and great demigods can really ascertain the glories of Navadvipa-dhama. Dizer ao certo as glórias de Navadvipa. Bhagavan says with his 1,000 mouths, he's glorifying. When he glorifies Navadvipa-dhama, he's not even able to glorify Navadvipa-dhama with all his 1,000 mouths, Ananta Shesh. So how can an insignificant jiva do so? Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying, if not even Ananta Shesh can glorify with his 1,000 mouths, what to speak of an insignificant soul? Even though the glories of Navadvipa-dhama are unlimited, still The desire of Mahaprabhu is very powerful. Do you have Navadvipa-dhama by the desire of Mahaprabhu? The devotees gave me order to try to glorify the Navadvipa-dhama in this book. So by the mercy of the devotees who instructed me to glorify Navadvipa-dhama, I am going to describe Navadvipa-dhama in this book to tell the glories of Navadvipa-dhama. So I tell you a topmost secret. Even though I didn't want to say, I have to tell what I'm going to say. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared, Mahaprabhu is Sarva Avatari. O Krishna-prema. Empresta aí, livro. Navadvipa-dhama. Por favor. Então traduz. Então, verso 13, verse 13 from Navadvipa-dhama Mahatmya, chapter 1. In the scriptures, confidential pastimes are described in a hidden way. Such pastimes do not appear in the hearts of non-devotees. Chapter 1, verse 13. These pastimes of Mahaprabhu are very confidential. The non-devotees. These pastimes do not appear in their hearts. Even though there were many confidential scriptures regarding these pastimes, Mayadevi kept them hidden for a long time. So Jogamaya manifests these leelas to the devotees. But those who are not devotees, who are non-devotees, Mayadevi hides these leelas and keep them apart from these. Do you understand? Because one, if you don't take shelter of the feet of Mahaprabhu, is everything okay with you? When are you going to Navadvipa? On the 12th. Oh, you're going on the 12th. Okay. On the 13th, the parikrama will start. On the 12th is the Sankalpa day. You're going on the Sankalpa day? Okay. So the Katha of Mahaprabhu, maybe it was manifested in some scriptures, but the desire of Bhagavan. Okay, so verse 14. Even though there were many confidential scriptures regarding these pastimes, Mayadevi kept them hidden for a long time. The devotees, they relish the rasa when they hear these pastimes. And those who are non-devotees, they don't have taste in Mahaprabhu's pastimes. What to speak of relishing? So this verse narratives of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu were described in many places, both in scriptures made known to the public as well as in scriptures not known that were kept here and there. However, Mayadevi always kept them concealed from the eyes of the scholars. Those who don't accept the mercy of Bhagavan, they again and again they are in Maya. All jivas of Kali Yuga give up this duplicity and hypocrisy and accept the true process to achieve pure Gauranga-prema. Although Nityananda Prabhu repeatedly calls out in this way, those who are unfortunate do not accept Gauranga-prema. So Nityananda is calling all the jivas. So especially you have to surrender yourself to the Dhamma of Mahaprabhu. Obrigado. But the jivas are so unfortunate, they don't have attachment to the Dhamma of Mahaprabhu. Why do they not honor this prem? Please consider this carefully. Because they don't have rati, affection to Mahaprabhu and his abode. Why? Bhaktivinoda Thakur is going to say. Verse 29, chapter 1. Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying, chapter 1. In this material world, all living entities are seeking happiness through logic, deliberation, yoga, and so on. So to have some very limited sense gratification, we are running behind Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. What is Tuchha Bhog, insignificant sense gratification? What is this? This material happiness in this world. To enjoy this material happiness. So these jivas, that's why they don't have taste for Harikatha. They also don't have taste for service. So here he's saying, in this material world, all living entities are seeking happiness through logic, deliberation, yoga, and so on. And in this way they are enjoying sense gratification in many ways. They are taking care of their family, absorbed in taking care of their family. Only, verse 30, only to obtain happiness and live materialistic life and retire to the forest, and only to obtain happiness kings wage wars with other kings. Do you understand what I said? One king fights another king. Why? To get like more property, of like more territory. This. To show also his prowess, to establish his name, fame, reputation. So much selfishness. This is mine, this is yours, this kind of mood. But in the end, this king gives up everything in the time of the death and goes alone. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying here, so only to obtain happiness, a king wage wars with other kings. Verse 30. Why do the kings fight, wage wars? For their own name, fame, and reputation. Nothing else. That my flag will be everywhere. My flag should be everywhere. Verse 32. Some, having searched for happiness, give up desire for it and learn how to tolerate miseries, while others dive into the ocean and commit suicide to attain it. So much suffering in this world, and you cannot tolerate all these sufferings. Then what do you do in this situation? You commit suicide. They do this or not? They do. So here is saying this. But people don't know how to real attain happiness, the real happiness. So they want to be free from the suffering from this world, and in this way they even attempt to commit suicide. They really do commit suicide. Why do people commit suicide? Because they think, if I commit suicide, I'll get happiness, they think. But actually, birth after birth, the karma that you have done before, karma chakra, you have to suffer the consequences of your deeds. The results will come back. Like, commit suicide will not free you from anything. It's not that like, oh, just because I gave up my body, I'll be able to attain to God. Even Mahaprabhu himself explained about this. The lila is like this. Sanatana Gosvami, when he was coming from Vrindavan to Jagannath Puri, on the way, in many places he drank different kinds of waters. So because of this, he got one disease called kondurasha. I don't know English name. English? Some kind of skin disease, yeah, but exactly which one, I don't know. Some itching. No, his body, he had one thing. Some skin disease. And in his mind he was thinking, when I'll reach Jagannath Puri, Mahaprabhu will see me. Mahaprabhu will embrace me. And then, because of this, all this blood, this pus of my body, because of my skin disease, this will touch Mahaprabhu's body and will contaminate him. So that's why I don't want to come close to Mahaprabhu. Sanatana Goswami considered, I'll just have the darshan from far, and then at that time of Rath Yatra, I'll see them like Jagannath Mahaprabhu from far. Then I'll just throw myself under the wheels of the chariot of Lord Jagannath, and I can commit suicide. But Mahaprabhu, he's all-knowing. He realized what was in the heart of Sanatana Goswami. When Sanatana Goswami Pad reached Puri, so Mahaprabhu saw him from far and he came to embrace Sanatana Goswami. Sanatana Goswami ran away from Mahaprabhu, and Mahaprabhu was like, what are you doing? Mahaprabhu told Sanatana, tell me, why do you want to take someone's wealth? Why do you want to destroy other person's property? Parakya, the wealth that belongs to someone else. Mahaprabhu used this expression, Parakya dhan. Why do you want to destroy other people's wealth or property? So Parakya here means the wealth of someone else. Mahaprabhu told directly, look, Swarupa Damodara and Raya Ramananda, this Sanatan, he wants to destroy parakya-dhan, the wealth of someone else. All devotees thought, oh, parakya means the parakya bhava of the gopis, paramore mode. Like Sanatana Goswami wanted to destroy the paramore mode of Mahaprabhu. So the devotees thought this was the meaning. And then the devotees were like, how possible? Sanatana Goswami, he's bichakkan. He's very intelligent. He knows all the conceptions of Mahaprabhu. He's expert in all this. In the moods of the Vraja Gopis, he establishes all these moods, like perfect in the Siddhanta, in the Rasa Siddhanta, everything. The Bhagavatam explains about the parakya-dhan of the gopis, means the paramore mood of the gopis. And the Bhagavatam describes the parakya bhava of the gopis. The paramore mode of the Brajagopis, parakya-prema, is established by the Srimad Bhagavatam. So, how possible Sanatana Goswami wanted to destroy it? That's what Mahaprabhu was saying. That Sanatana Goswami wanted to destroy parakya bhava. So, all the devotees were so confused. How possible Sanatana Goswami is doing that? Because Mahaprabhu told Sanatana Goswami wanted to destroy parakya-dhan, the welfare of others. This is the real meaning, but the devotees were translating as like parakya-dhan means the parakya bhava, wants to destroy the paramore mode. Then, at that time, Swarupa Damodara told, what is the meaning of this? Swarupa Damodara knows the heart of Mahaprabhu. Then he said, Sanatan, tell me one thing. What is the relationship between Guru and disciple? The disciple surrenders himself to the feet of the Guru. Then, all the wealth of the disciple belongs to the Guru at that time. His body, mind, words, everything belongs to the Guru. His wealth, everything. So Mahaprabhu told, Sanatana, tell me, do you think I am your Guru or not? Then Sanatana said, of course. So your body belongs to whom? To you? Sanatana told Mahaprabhu, my body belongs to you. So Mahaprabhu told, if your body belongs to me, okay, it's mine, it's not yours then. Okay? So why do you want to destroy my wealth, my property? So what is the meaning of this? Sanatana Goswami, actually by Sanatana Goswami, Mahaprabhu is giving teaching to all the jivas in this world. When we surrender ourselves to the Guru, everything belongs to the Guru at that time, from that time on. Nothing remains yours. So you don't belong to yourself, not even you belong to yourself. You belong to someone else. You belong to Gurudev. So parakya means someone else, because you belong to Guru. Actually, your body is not even yours. Your body belongs to someone else, to the Guru. So Mahaprabhu is, that's why Mahaprabhu described this as parakya-dhan, someone else's property, because Sanatana Goswami wanted to kill himself, right? His own body. So he wanted to destroy someone else's property. And then Mahaprabhu told something else, another point. You cannot attain to God only by giving up the body. You cannot attain to God only by giving up the body. If Mahaprabhu told, if this was possible, if this would be possible, then I would be ready to give up my body like thousands of times, again and again, if this would take me to God. You cannot attain to God only by giving up your body. You cannot find God, attain to Him only by giving up the body. Only way to attain to God is the bhajan. So here is also being explained. Nityananda Prabhu, he giving mercy to all the living entities. He's running after them and saying, oh my brothers, he's telling, oh my brothers, all of you should hear about Navadvipa-dhama. And you'll not, there's no fee, like no need to pay anything, you'll not suffer anything. Give up all your worries and just sing the name of Shri Gaura Hari and dance. You will experience no difficulty. Verse 35. You will have no expenses and you will not have to tolerate any dire sufferings. Leave all kinds of apprehensions. Simply sing the name of Shri Gaura Hari and dance. So you should do this. Chant the names of Gauranga and dance, giving up all your tensions, apprehensions, stress, and just chant his name and dance. Sing his name and dance. Verse 36. There's no happiness equal to that which I will give you. That happiness is always filled with pure bliss and is beyond all illusion. So this is true, is beyond all illusion. Verse 37. In this way, Nityananda Prabhu wants to distribute that prema, which is rarely attained even by Lord Brahma and others. Due to the bad results of their own past activities, unfortunate persons do not want to accept this prema. Verse 38, chapter 1, Navadvipa-dhama mahatmya. The bad results of unlimited furtive activities are destroyed for those who, even once, utter the names of Gauranga Nitai. All of you, please listen to one more confidential topic. The treasure of gaura-lila is the most significant attainment for the living entities of Kali Yuga. Verse 40. As Sri Radha Krishna, Sri Gaura Hari enjoys eternal pastimes with the Sakhis in Vrindavan. Verse 41. Through the scriptures, the jiva can understand the true nature of Rajalila and the glories of Sri Radha Krishna's eternal pastimes in Braj. Verse 42. Through the scriptures, the entire world knows that the glories of Krishna's name and abode are unlimited. Normal people, even they know. Even them, they know that Vrindavanadam and Vrindavanachandra Krishna. Like normal people know about Krishna, Radha Krishna, Vrindavan. Normal people, even normal people know this, but very few people know about Gaura-dhama, the abode of Mahaprabhu, and about Gaura-lila. So many more people know about Radha Krishna Lila than compared to Gaura-lila. Even in Brahma Samhita, Brahmaji himself, he told Kitchit. In this verse he's saying, very few people know about Shatadvipa-dhama. Very few people. Despite this, why is that not everyone attains krishna-prema? Reflect upon this a little in your heart. Verse 44. Behind this question is a profound truth, which the living entities who are bewildered by the illusory energy do not deliberate upon. If someone does not attain prema even after worshipping Shri Krishna for many lifetimes, it is clear that such a person has committed several offenses. Não quer pedir pro Ramachandra estar na sua frente para ver a tradução para português? Porque não tem, eu tô sem rádio aqui, depois vai ter rádio para português. So if someone is chanting, prema is not manifesting, means offense is there. If a living entity chants Krishna Nam without offenses, he attains krishna-prema without any obstacle. The most astonishing fact in regard to the incarnation of Mahaprabhu is that through him, a jiva can attain the treasure of prema even in the presence of offenses. So the jivas of this world, they are committing offenses. So this is the consideration about Krishna Nam and Krishna Dham. So suppose you are going to Vrindavan, you are chanting Harinama Mahamantra. So you have to consider about Nama Aparad and Dhamma Aparad. If you don't consider about Nama Aparad and Dhamma Aparad, you can do the bhajan for many lives, but prema will not come to you, even though you are staying in the Dhamma of Krishna and chanting his name. But for the names of Gauranga Nitai, this consideration is not there. The most astonishing fact in regard to the incarnation of Mahaprabhu is that through him, a jiva can attain the treasure of prema even in the presence of offenses. How is it possible? Did you understand what I said? What did you understand? Do you go to Vrindavan, right? Isn't it? But because of the offenses, Vrindavan is not giving you mercy. But in Navadvipa-dhama, gaura-lila, even though you have offenses, the mercy is coming. Ele consegue ver, mas está na frente. So if the jiva once calls out Ha Nitai Ha Chaitanya, the completely pure Krishna-prema will come to this person. Look, if you go to Navadvipa-dhama, just do this. Just speak He Nitai, He Gaura, Ha Nityananda, Ha Gauranga. Give mercy to me. If you say this, prema automatically will come. I have gone there many times, so why nothing happened to me? How many times have you been to Navadvipa-dhama? How many times have you been there? 6 times. Okay. It's going on actually. Just like if you say nothing is going on, this is not true. Example, when you plant a tree, a seed, you plant the seed. When you plant the seed, you put the water and the seed will sprout after putting the water. You know the mung dal? Savat mung dal. You know how I make the sprout of mung dal. You put in the water, and then the next day, you put some also cloth around, and you can see later it will sprout of mung dal is coming. Then if you would put in the earth, the soil, maybe after 2-4 days the plant starts to grow, and the creeper, everything. After 1-2 months, then the plant is there, and then even later on the fruit will also come, like the dal will come from the plant of the mung dal. So in the same way, if any person goes to Navadvipa-dhama even once, and without duplicity and hypocrisy, chants the name of Gaura-lila, krishna-prema will come. You cannot say it didn't happen to me. You cannot say this. It is happening. It has sprouted and it's slowly growing. Have you been to Navadvipa-dhama? I went once, she's saying. Okay, but you went once. Look, nice. You should go at least once. Yeah, why going again and again? Once is good enough. Like taking a shower, bath in the Ganga once or many times. Like this proverb is saying, you have to go in many tirthas again and again, but in Ganga Sagar, when the Ganga meets the ocean, that place, at least once in your life. So why to go many times? Only one is good. Enough. But she said that she hadn't gone. She was upset because she's not going this year. But actually, you've been there one time. Oh no, sorry, another Didi. She has never been there, and she's saying, when you give mercy, I will go. Gurudev is saying, I am giving mercy. The mercy of Mahaprabhu is upon everyone. You just need to wait for the proper time. The mercy of Mahaprabhu is upon everyone. You cannot say that you're not getting the mercy. It's just a matter of waiting for the proper time. Just like when you put the seed in the water, the seed will sprout, and you put in the soil, then slowly the plant will grow. This is not happening in one day. How long does it take? A lot of time. Yeah. In our vision, it's like only 1-2 days happening. But actually, the seed of bhakti, when you planted the seed, and the seed is growing. Some people go to Navadvipa by body, like physically, or by mind. What do you prefer? To go by the mind, then this is proper. Do you understand? Otherwise, your body is here, your mind is somewhere else. Like your body is there, but your mind is not there. Do you understand what I said? Some people went by physically to the dham, to Navadvipa-dhama, for parikrama, but in their mind, they kept their mind in their house. Like the mind didn't go along. My Gurudev used to tell one story. There was one old lady. She had one goat. You know, goat. Goat. She had a lot of attachment for her goat. So for 8 or 10 years she was keeping that goat, like taking care of him. So she had so much attachment for her goat. Once, what happened? Some people were going to Jagannath Puri. Everybody told the old lady, let's go. She said, I don't have time. If I go to Puri, Dham, who will take care of my goat? So I don't want to go. But anyhow, they were insisting and said, oh, someone else will take care of the goat. Let's go. At least once, let's go to Jagannath Puri. Like, okay, not many times, but at least one time, let's go. So they've insisted. And then the old lady, she, like got money, collected money, and then she went to Puri with all these people. She went to Jagannath Puri, this is true. But her attachment was where? In her goat. Attachment in the goat. So she went to Jagannath Puri temple to see Jagannath, but she didn't even see Jagannath. She was just only seeing her goat. She just saw her goat. Everybody said, "Oh, did you see Jagannath?" Where Jagannath? There, up. Like she couldn't even see the deity. Deity was there. She saw only her goat. So she went by body, physically, to Puri, but her mind and her attachments were in something else. So how to have darshan of God in this situation? Do you understand? This is a true story, okay? This is a true story. This is not like this is true. Some Bengal or Assami person, this old lady, she was from Bengal or from Assam. So everybody was having Jagannath darshan, and inside the temple of Jagannath, they give the darshan of Jagannath, and then they pull, how do you say, the curtain. They put the curtain, open the curtain, close the curtain, open. But all the times they open and close the curtain, she didn't even see Jagannath, not even once. She was just seeing her goat all the time. Why? Because of her attachment. The attachment will drag your mind, and then you cannot see God. So here Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying, but if anyhow you call out Ha Nitai Hai Gaura, Krishna-prema will come to you, will come to this person who is calling out Ha Gauranga Ha Nitai. Krishna-prema is running behind this person who is calling out Ha Gauranga Ha Nitai. Offenses cannot disturb such a person because he is absorbed in pure Krishna-prema. Streams of tears begin to flow from his eyes. Verse 49. Verse 50. After a short time, his offenses run far away of their own accord. His heart becomes pure and prema develops within it. The offenses of the living entities of Kali Yuga are uncountable and fearsome. Without chanting the name of Gaura, these jivas cannot be delivered. These offenses of the jivas of Kali Yuga are uncountable. How many offenses Kali Yuga jivas have? So many. How to be free from all these offenses? So the name of Gaura Sundari, you need the mercy of Gauranga and his abode. You need the mercy of Gauranam and Gauradham, then all offenses will be removed. If the cloth is a little bit dirty, like a cloth, your clothes, you just, with some soap, you can clean your clothes, like wash it. But if your clothes are dirty with oil, like greasy, grease, something which is completely like glued or something. How to say, not glued, like so much inside the clothes. This like oil. Even soap is very hard to wash, and sometimes even the soap makes it worse, depending on what you put to clean. Anyway, the jivas of Kali Yuga, they have so much, not only sins, but deep offenses, like really deep. Do you understand? So many offenses. Of course, sinner, of course they are. But offenses are worse than sins. Offenses are worse than sins. So how to be free from all these offenses? So here's it's being explained. Shastra again and again is saying, verse 52, therefore the scriptures repeat loudly that apart from chanting the name of Gaura, there is no other way for the jiva's deliverance. The only way is chanting the name of Gaura. Suppose if you have just a little bit some dirt in your cloth, you wash it and it will be cleaned. But if your cloth has grease, what is grease? Some oil, graxa, oil from some machine or something which is in your cloth. How to say this? Grease. É graxa que chama em português. Like very mobile, they also call here in India. Grease. So if your cloth is dirty with this, no, it will not come out. It's very hard to come out because this stain comes inside completely of even the threads of the cloth. Like the stain is completely mixing in the threads, so by washing it cannot be removed. So in the same way, the jivas of Kali Yuga, they are so much offenders. So what is their way of deliverance? How can they get krishna-prema? There's no other way except for the names of Gaura for the deliverance of the jivas in Kali Yuga. That's it. Only one way. Shri Gaurachandra appeared in Navadvipa. That's why Navadvipa is the crown jewel of all holy places. 53. That's why Mahaprabhu mercifully appeared in Navadvipa. And Navadvipa is the crowns and jewels of all the pilgrimage places. If you perform Navadvipa-dhama parikrama, automatically you are performing the parikrama of all the tirthas. Only once you do that is enough, like enough. If you do the parikrama of Navadvipa once, it's enough. And if you do, but maybe you do many times the parikrama, but only, many times you're doing, but maybe for your body it is not so good, like for your health. So do parikrama in your mind, with your mind. Do you understand? If your body is not good, like your health is not going well, so you can do by your mind. So the diseases are a big problem, and we have many problems, like problem of money problem. For example, you need money to go to Navadvipa. You have to spend money to go to Navadvipa. Like there are many problems, maybe health problem and also money problem to go to Navadvipa. Money? Which kind of tree you have in your house? You have money plants in your house, money tree. Like money is not coming in the tree, right? So you have the money plant in your house. So like sometimes the leaves become yellow and they fall down. Sometimes people like shake the plant and then the yellow leaves fall down, and they think, oh, like money is coming. But no, money is not coming. The name of the plant is money plant, but it's not helping. Money should fall from the plant, right? Because the name of the plant is money plant. But anyway, all the offenses will be removed if once you do the Navadvipa-dhama parikrama. very quickly all your offenses will be removed. But very quickly means how long? Gurudeva told 2-4 lives, this is nothing. Even maybe 10 lives it will take. Maybe to be removed from offenses and to attain krishna-prema. Maybe you'll need 10 lives for that. And this is no big deal. 10 lives is nothing. For how many unlimited time we are wandering in this material world, right? We are wandering for unlimited time. So 10 lives is nothing. So if 1 life for 10 lives, it will take 1 or 10 lives more to attain Bhagavan. This is no big deal at all. Mahaprabhu told Mukunda, I will not give you mercy. Why? Because he's Kharjatiya. You know what is Kharjatiya? He's going with, he's mixing with many different kinds of people. He's mixing with different people from different groups and philosophies. He's not discriminating who he should associate with. He's mixing with the Sahajiyas, and then he's mixing with the Brahmavadis. Some people are like this. They're not discriminating or anything. Who is devotee, who is not non-devotee. He doesn't even, he's not looking at these things. Some people are like this. They just go in anywhere and they just mix with different people from different groups. So Mahaprabhu told Mukunda is Kharjatiya. Means Kharjatiya. Somebody who is mixing with different people and taking their sides from different people and different groups. So this shows no nishta, no loyalty, lack of nishta. Example, in the time of the vote election, some people, they go in all the parties. Really? Matlab? Really? Really? Okay, they go in the rally of different parties. So to gather people, the politicians, they do this. They arrange some food. They give cigarettes. In Bengal, they give even cigarettes for the people to try to get their votes.
It's called bidi, local cigarettes.
Local cigarettes. They are giving exchange of votes.
Yeah.
In Bengal,
Made of leaf.
Made of leaf. They are giving these cigarettes for votes. Anyway, in Bengal. Yeah. So the parties, they just want to gather people to show off to the other parties. They want to show that they are powerful. Those who will give vote or not, later they will check this. Not like they're buying people not only for votes, but only to be there. When they give some lecture or something, they want many people to be there. Like for example, some people, they work with this. Let's say like this. So in one day they go to 3 meetings from 3 different parties. A commission, how to say, like a big lecture from these parties. So the persons are there, and they buy these people just for a crowd, just to have some crowd. So in the morning he's going to one party is lecture, don't I follow commission? And then second, in the lunchtime he's rally. So in the lunchtime he's going to another party's rally, and evening time another party's rally, just to get the money or some gifts they're giving like this. So he's joined 4 or 5 rallies. He's not involving with the politics. Just he's there for something he'll get in exchange. So he got 1,500 rupees from these rallies, because 500 rupees in each rally. So he went to 3 rallies. Sometimes 5 or 7 days they have these rallies. In one city, for example, for 5 or 7 days. So he's there in the crowd of these rallies just to get some money. So how much he got? Maybe 7,000 rupees. You'll get 6,500 rupees if he goes in these rallies for many days. So this will be the fee of your Navadvipa-dhama. If you did this, you could get the money to go to Navadvip. It's good, huh? Good or not? You'll get your money for Navadvip if you do this. You don't have money to go to Navadvipa? Go to the rallies of the parties, politician parties, and you get this money. Then you get the money, right? Good. Then you can go for dham. कुछ पैसे नहीं देते नवदीप
और काम करके आ जाते हैं
और काम Okay, some people they go to Navadvipa, don't give any money in Navadvipa, and maybe come back stealing something from Navadvipa, some shoes from someone or something they steal and come back to their house with. So the person thinks I'll go to Navadvipa. Like if you go to Navadvipa wearing nice shoes. One day I went in Brazil. In the morning walk on the beach. So the devotees in Ilha Bela, we were in morning walk in Brazil on the beach. All the devotees, they were wearing nice shoes. So they put their shoes in one corner of the beach and they walked with me along the beach, strolled on the beach with me, barefoot. When they came back, they didn't find not even one pair of shoes. Somebody stole all the shoes. Maybe we were 25, 30 devotees. Something like this. So all their shoes were taken. So they had to go barefoot after. Then they had to buy a new pair of shoes. Yeah, some people they do this kind of lift. How's it lift? Foot. Lift kitchen. So I thought, Bengal people are poor. They are stealing shoes, but not in Brazil. I never thought. But Gurudev is saying, actually, yeah, there are poor people anywhere, everywhere. Some people say even there are rats even in Swarga. Do you think there are no rats in Swarga? There are also rats in Swarga. Look. They are not different. They are all same. What do you think is different? The rats of Swarga are different. There are also sadhus there. Some people they steal in disguise of sadhus. In Swarga locals. Some person comes in disguise of sadhu and one person is sleeping and the money bag is just there, and the person listening Harikatha, his eyes are like half shut, he's a little bit, and then when you come to when you open your eyes, somebody took your money bag in the Harikatha place. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying, so the jivas of Kali Yuga, they have so many sins. You cannot even count how many sins the Kali Yuga jiva has. You can count the drops of water in the ocean. Or you can count the stars in the sky. Or sand. Yeah, sand. Sand, bal, yes. You can count the sound grains of sand in the beach, on the beach. Sorry, not on the beach, on the desert. You can count the grain. How to speak desert in Hindi? Okay, Registan. You can count each of grains of sand in the desert, but you cannot count the sins of the Kali Yuga jivas. It's very hard. And the offenses, of course, they have also. Who can count their offenses and sins? No one can count them. So how to deliver one jiva like this? There's no other way to deliver them. That's why Mahaprabhu appeared in Navadvipa-dhama. Navadvipa-dhama is the best of all the pilgrimage places. If you commit offense in other pilgrimage places, you have to suffer those offenses. But in Navadvipa-dhama, all offenses will be far away from you. Look at this. If you do offenses in other dhams, you have to suffer the consequences of your offenses, dhamma aparadas. Do you understand? You get the reaction. But if you do some offense in Navadvipa-dhama, Dham Prabhu will not take your offense. Qual é a senha aqui, Prabhu? But otherwise, you have to be careful not to commit Namboli Papa Buddhi, like, oh, I'll go to the commit offense by the strength of chanting holy names. Like, you should also be careful not to commit offense. What are the Dhamma aparadas? Offenses to holy Dham. You should be careful also, of course. Doesn't mean you can just commit these offenses. So there are 10 offenses to the holy names and also to the Dham. 10 offenses to each. So what are those? So they're saying, okay, to think that Dham is an ordinary place. This is an offense. To think that Dham is an ordinary place. Especially Navadvipa-dhama. To think it's a normal place. And also to think that those who are living in the Dham, you should never criticize them. Never criticize a Dhamvasi. Understand? Don't criticize them. Even though you may see some fault, and then don't criticize them. Do you understand? So there are 10 kinds of Dhamma aparad and also 10 kinds of Nama aparad. So to stay in the Dham, also, doing business in the Dham, also another offense, is also aparad, offense to the holy Dham. If you think that the Dham is imaginary place, like, this is just like my village, no difference. This is an offense also. Anyway. But in Navadvipa-dhama, always the offenses are far away. Offenses made by the mind, God does not accept them. In Kali Yuga, the sins or aparads made by the mind, your mind, only in the mind, Lord is not taking these offenses made mentally. If it's not bodily offense, okay. Because the mind of Kali Yuga Jivas is so dirty and low, degraded. Like, how to say? Degraded? No. Very fallen. So that's why God says, okay, I'll not accept the offenses made by the mind. So you think, oh, I'll criticize by my mind then if God is not accepting this offense. But if you do knowingly, then in my mind knowingly, then this is an offense. Did you understand what I said? Understand? De propósito, você fica, não tem problema pegar na mente, vou pegar criticar mentalmente. Okay, now it's 7:30. Now it's Guru Arati time. So everybody come to Navadvipa-dhama and listen about Navadvipa-dhama. What did I say? Come to Navadvipa-dhama and hear about Navadvipa-dhama. Speak properly the verse. One verse, but एक श्लोक क्या बताया? एक श्लोक दो प्रकार के एक ही श्लोक के duas versões. Quais versões? Vrindavana Vraja Evada. So one verse has two versions.